Welcome back to Exo Nova Terra. This time, in our Cities of the Future series, we will be talking about Volcania, a city that emerges from the very heart of the Earth. A unique city, built on a series of mining craters, where each one is not just a massive excavation, but also a nerve center of the global economy. A reflection of human ambition to control the planet's most precious resources. Volcania is a place where mining defines existence itself, and where risks, greed, and the fight for control are as inherent as the magma that boils beneath its feet. The underground city, Volcania, a tapestry of craters. Volcania is not a typical city, but a conglomeration of mining craters interconnected by a labyrinth of underground tunnels that stretch deep through the planet. Each crater is an autonomous district, but they are all united by a single purpose: resource extraction. These craters, vast and deep, have been meticulously carved with scientific precision, allowing the city to grow vertically, stacking layers of mining, technology, and human life upon the Earth's crust. From the heights of the crater walls, you can see how the city's floating structures suspend over the void, while massive drilling platforms descend deep into the Earth's core. People live inside the craters, adapting to the extreme conditions, facing heat and constant dangers that threaten to bury them at any moment. The buildings, though futuristic and technologically advanced, are designed to withstand the pressure and geothermal forces that emanate from deep within the planet. The economy of Volcania: endless exploitation. Volcania's economy is rooted in mining, but here there is not just one resource. There are multiple mines that produce everything from rare minerals to radioactive elements. Each crater is an active mine, operated by teams of workers who extract what the Earth offers. There is no place for peace in Volcania, as each crater is a battlefield of ambition, competition, and the constant fight for limited resources. Mining takes place not only in the depths of the craters, but also along their inner slopes, where gigantic drilling machines work relentlessly. The structure of Volcania's economy is not based on money or traditional trade. Here, the only thing that matters is the minerals extracted. The higher the production of a crater, the greater the power within the city. This mining hierarchy is defined by the amount of resources extracted and processed, and decisions are made based on the performance of each mining unit. Autonomous machinery and drilling robots maintain the efficiency of the system, while human life is constantly sacrificed in the tunnels. The society: mining hierarchy. Volcania is organized by a hierarchical structure that is not measured by traditional wealth, but by control over resources. The underground workers are the foundation of the city, but their lives are marked by a constant risk. Living inside the craters, never knowing if the next collapse will bury them or if the tectonic pressures will cause the mine to explode at any moment. Their existence revolves around daily extraction, and the living conditions are as extreme as the geothermal environment surrounding them. The leaders, on the other hand, control each crater from their floating platforms. In glass domes, surrounded by purified air, they manage the wealth of the craters and oversee the extraction. The engineers, meanwhile, are the brains of Volcania. They are in charge of optimizing the machinery and drilling systems, ensuring that mining is as efficient as possible, but they also face ethical and human dilemmas. How much is it worth to risk so many lives to extract more and more resources from the Earth? The leaders, lords of the craters. The leaders of Volcania are the elite of the city. They live in floating structures at the top of the largest, most productive craters, where they control the flow of resources. From their towers, they manage all mining production, ensuring that the most productive craters maintain the stability of the city. They are not involved in the physical work of mining, but they are responsible for determining which resources are extracted and how they are distributed, always with a cold and calculating approach. These leaders operate from a global perspective, viewing Volcania as an extraction and exploitation system that cannot afford to weaken. To them, the well-being of the excavators and engineers is irrelevant if it threatens the constant flow of resources. Their only concern is that mining extraction does not stop, and that the craters continue producing without rest. The military power: guardians of the subsoil. Meanwhile, military power in Volcania plays a crucial role in protecting resources and defending the city from external threats. Although they make up a small fraction of the population, the military has access to cutting-edge weapons, and they are known for their ambition to dominate not only the city but also the planet's mineral resources. Their function is to protect the most valuable craters and ensure that no one interferes with the flow of minerals to the surfaces controlled by the leaders. However, their desire to control the surface and the vast mineral reserves comes at a price. Though the military is few in number, their presence is oppressive, and they serve as the armed arm of the leaders, with unwavering loyalty. The internal conflict, the long struggle for survival. Despite the apparent stability, Volcania is on the brink of an internal explosion. Underground workers, exhausted and sacrificed, are beginning to rebel against the oppression they suffer. Each crater has its own rebel leaders, who fight for better living conditions for the excavators. Tensions rise as resources begin to dwindle, and the competition between the craters to maintain their production without collapsing becomes increasingly fierce. The future of Volcania, an imminent collapse. Volcania is a city in constant transformation. The craters continue to be excavated, but the price the city pays is becoming steeper. Relentless mining, extreme conditions, and geological instability could lead the city to collapse. An uncertain future where the fight for resources might end it all. How much longer can Volcania endure? Or will this city be a reminder of the dangers of human greed? If you were fascinated by Volcania and its underground world, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and share it with your friends. We want to know, what other futuristic city would you like us to imagine? Leave your comment and join our exploration of the future.